Hello there, I'm Eva Pilgrim. Thanks for streaming with us. Week 3 of testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, starting with the music mogul's former assistant, Capricorn Clark, taking the stand.
Why would we need a 50-foot bed?
I mean, TD Jakes ain't small. I'm just saying. If it's a group thing, it's a group thing. You gotta think about, you got Rick Ross, you got Khaled, we talk about heavy hitters.
This Diddy trial, it's no longer just a celebrity case. It's turned into a full-blown media storm. What started as one woman, Cassie, bravely sharing her painful story has now exploded into something way bigger than anyone saw coming. This isn't your typical Hollywood gossip. We're talking courtroom drama. Leaked recordings and names that'll make your jaw drop at first. It seemed like the story was all about Cassie and the terrible things she says Diddy did at weird parties and total control over her life. But now it's taken a sharp turn. Insiders are saying the trial has moved into dangerous territory. Audio recordings, and not just basic phone calls. These are supposedly intense, explicit tapes with Diddy, Will Smith, and even Meek Mill mentioned. And this stuff, it's being played in open court. It all started a few days ago with that hotel video. No sound, just shaky footage. People thought that was it. But then behind closed doors, the courtroom heard something much more serious. Real audio phones weren't allowed. No recording, just silence. One person said the recording was so graphic and disturbing the entire room froze.
She testified she was held against her will twice, at one point alleging she was forced from her apartment and into a car to take Combs and one of his bodyguards to the home of rapper Kid Cudi to, quote, kill him. Cudi was dating his ex, Cassie Ventura, at the time. Clark also claimed Combs threatened to kill Ventura if she didn't convince Kid Cudi not to tell police that Combs was allegedly involved with a break-in at his house. Clark also telling the jury that a large man repeatedly administered lie detector tests to her on suspicion that she stole jewelry loaned to Combs. She testified that this man said if she flunked the test, they're going to throw you in the East River.
Right after the audio played, the court announced a new list of witnesses, not random people chasing fame, but folks who were once close to Diddy, ex-artists, former staff, and party guests, people who were there, people who saw things, and now some of them are finally ready to speak up under legal protection. One of those people, Dawn Richards, you might know her from Danny Kane, a girl group Diddy once managed. She testified, and when she left the courtroom, she looked completely drained. Sources say she backed up Cassie's claims. She said she once saw Diddy beat Cassie because dinner wasn't ready on time the next day. He allegedly told Dawn and her bandmate not to say anything.
In 2009, did you observe an incident between Puff and Cassie? Yes, she was attacked by Sean and kicked. Did you see more violence by him against Cassie? Often. The government then shows Dawn Richard a picture of Diddy Dirty Money. When were you a member of this group? 2009 to 2011. The incident in 2009 when Sean Combs Cassie, where was it? In Sean Combs' LA home. We were recording. What did he do? He was saying, "Where the F is my food?" He grabbed a black skillet with eggs and tried to hit her over the head. Cassie dropped to the ground. What did she do? She was in a fetal position. Then what? Sean Combs was kicking her in the head and the body and then dragged her up to the first floor. Glass was breaking and yelling. I was scared for her and for me too. Did you intervene? No. Did you call the police? No. The next day, what happened? He said it had been passionate and she was okay, and that it would be better if we didn't talk, that people could end up missing. How did you understand that? Death. Diddy's team then yells objection. Then the judge calls a sidebar and ends her testimony for the day. But Dawn Richard will be back on Monday to give the rest of her full testimony against Diddy. But right before they brought Dawn Richard in, they actually had a Homeland Security agent testify against Diddy about when they came and arrested him to take him to jail. So let's go ahead and get into that. The government asked, when Sean Combs was arrested, where did you go? The Park Hyatt Hotel, room 2115, where he was staying. They show a picture to the jury of his hotel suite. And what did you do? We assigned a letter to each room and began to search. What was your role? I took photographs of items and then signed them on the 6051 form. What was found in the closet? They then show a picture to the jury, and it was plastic bags full of Johnson & Johnson baby oil and Astroglide bottles.
Then came a quiet moment that spoke volumes. Diddy's daughters walked out of the courtroom pale and silent, not a word. Not even a glance at the cameras. People say this happened right after the audio was played, their reaction made everything feel even heavier.
You guys really sit through that whole case and kept your spirits high. I really like that for y'all. That looks great. Keep your spirits up, y'all.
And then Will Smith's name came up loud and clear, not just gossip, but connected to the actual court audio. As soon as it did, the internet went wild. People started re-watching old interviews, digging up awkward moments between Will and Diddy, and even bringing up things comedian Lul once joked about, something about them being more than friends. This is something Jaguar Wright came out later and talked about.
What you're saying reaches the ears of Will Smith, and he needs to get at least, if there's smoke, there's fire, let me grab a fan.
Number one, as far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those children that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, children that grew up to be men, boys like Bashir Gray, August Alsina, your own son. Like, your own son. Do people forget about that voice clip that I played from Brother Belial?
Hey.
Has anybody seen Belial?
Come on.
I asked him, didn't I ask for him last?
Come on.
Where's Belial? Is he missing with Cuba? Have they all moved to Bali with Russell Simmons and Kevin Liles?
I would always say it is interesting when you speak on, Jaden Smith and you see the hug with with Justin
Bieber.
Justin Bieber, and then for Bashir, you see him all of a sudden fighting over Sydney Starr with Eddie Winslow. It does question what happens in the entertainment industry that makes someone go into just being very close with men on men contact. It's interesting, I'll say the least.
You want to know the thing that bothers me most about Bashir Gray? I actually think he's doing all of this so they'll take him back in the club. And they're not. They're going to keep gaslighting you and playing with you, promising you one thing or another.
Nobody really noticed it the first time, but now it's everywhere, and just when things couldn't get any messier, Will's former assistant brother Bill came forward with shocking claims. He said he saw things involving Will and another man, Dwayne Martin, he described walking in on the two of them in an intimate moment. Whether you believe him or not, the story exploded.
Was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had.
I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me my picture's in the book. Your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So I'm just like, you're doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up.
I love that.
I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new, they probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria.
You kept it straight on the Smiths. Like you was just like, I seen Jamie with women.
Yeah.
I seen Jamie with black. And I was like, okay, so this ain't got nothing to do with him trying to gain clout off of every celebrity, trying to ruin his relationship with all the celebrities you've done business with. This is just this particular friend that I've known damn near my whole life, and his wife, you feel like is sabotaging everything that y'all have together, and it's causing you to question him and his friendship towards you.
Without question. So here's the whole thing in a nutshell.
Okay.
You know, it's no secret in Hollywood that Jada hates me because I have a strong relationship with Will. And I do my own thing.
Why don't she hate Dwayne?
I can't answer that question.
Why don't she hate Dwayne Martin?
Well, she's gonna love anybody that treats her like she's a god, right? When you're a narcissist and a sociopath like she is, and I'll get into that, you want to be worshipped, and she got the bag. So these people will worship her, thinking that that Jada's gonna do something for them. But a narcissist and a sociopath is only looking to do things for themselves.
It was shocked because I was like, Jada is talking about suing. And she's speaking on this, and to my surprise, Will hasn't said anything. And so they did come out and say a rep for Will totally denies the allegations. I was like, Will does not respond to anything.
Nope.
He's never. This is all Jada, because as soon as that rep statement came out, she goes to sit on the Breakfast Club to reiterate the same shit that I feel she gave to TMZ.
Yes. Yeah. And so I'll say this to you as well.
Okay.
She also said in that interview that they were doing business. Will was not helping me out, right?
Yeah.
And it's a very good interview on this channel called Popcorn Planet.
Okay.
Where a big celebrity lawyer breaks down Jada's interview on the Breakfast Club. And say,
shout out to you said Popcorn
Planet.
Okay, shout out to Popcorn Planet. We gotta check that out.
They cannot even sue based on what she did at the Breakfast Club. Had Jada not went to the Breakfast Club, I would have been sued already. And just for the record, I haven't been sued yet. Have you been sued by Jada?
Nobody's contacted me at all.
Okay, so, and let me answer your other question. The reason Will responded, the reason why Jada responded, because they know it's true. Will's never responded, and they responded in less than 9 hours.
They did. That was a fast response.
That was because he know what I saw in that dressing room. He know other things that I saw.
You said it was murder.
Yes. Dwayne Martin's a serial killer, because Will's not the only one, and we're gonna get into that later on too. So basically, Jada's interview did two things. It makes me now, me and her at war. I'm gonna put Will to the side. Will is to the side. Me and Jada, I will say this because I know you're watching. I know Karen Tense is watching.
Who's Karen Tense?
That is her PR person for years.
Okay.
Right? I know they're watching. Jada, you're a bald head liar and you're a drug addict. Right?
Oh God.
You did not sue me. You told the world that you were gonna sue me. As of yet, and you said you're gonna do it swiftly. It's been over 2 weeks. So Jada, I'm giving you 2 more weeks to sue me. If you don't sue me, this is what's gonna happen. All the sex parties, right? And the men that you hit with dildos, I'm naming names, right? All the salacious stuff that you have done and hurt other people, I'm naming names. Because now what we gotta do is, we gotta force her to say she lied.
Lowell also corroborated this, claiming Will and Dwayne Smith were more intimately connected than people thought.
The rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with who was it with?
Diddy.
I know, right? Hold on. So apparently Will's assistant, which I don't know if this is true or not. I mean, the whole thing sounds fishy because the same guy tried to do an interview on my platform and I said no. But he claims he saw Will Smith with Dwayne Martin.
Oh yeah.
I know. I know nothing about this. This is crazy.
I mean, well, you should interview Tisha
Campbell, who was married to Dwayne Smith. That'd be an interesting interview.
Wouldn't it?
It would. You know her?
I do.
All right, let's make some phone calls.
I don't know. But I mean, and then there's, what would be said and what wouldn't be said. But, I heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne? Oh. I heard some rumors about Will and Jada, which I won't mention because I'll get sued.
Suddenly, every old picture or video of Will and Diddy hanging out started to look suspicious. Will tried to shut it down fast. He said, "I ain't nowhere near that man. I didn't do any of that stupid stuff." But it backfired hard. The internet flooded with proof of them hanging out together at parties, events, everywhere. People started to feel like they'd been lied to. Then Meek Mill's name came up during the court audio, and things got even more chaotic. Unlike Will, who stayed mostly calm, Meek had a total meltdown online. His Twitter feed blew up with defensive posts, but instead of helping, it made people even more suspicious.